Well, it's another week. We are talking with Perry Hibner from Middleton High School. Perry, welcome back in once again.
Thanks, Eric. Good to be here.
Yeah, it is always good to have you. And as always, we're talking about Middleton athletics. And right now, we're about to be into softball season, so that's what we're going to focus on today. And let's start with the past. So the past 3 years, you've been successful. I would assume. You expect that to continue on this year?
We expect to have another solid season. It's a very good conference, as it has been for a number of years, but even though we lost a number of senior graduates from last year, we've got a solid nucleus back, a lot of young players who also are looking good. We've had 7 days worth of practices. We're ready to get out in the field and start playing. Jessica
Parente, one of those big name players on the squad this year. What do you expect from her?
Well, she's been a big name player for us for 3 years. She was a second team all-conference player as a freshman and sophomore, first team last year. She's already signed with Belmont in Tennessee to play in college. So she's a left-handed hitter, can hit the ball really well.
Yeah, get those lefties in there. It's always important. And yeah, we wish her the best, and we'll see that this year. But what about the other key returnees? Who are some of those people we should keep an eye on?
So we have a couple other ones. We have a junior at third base, Ashley Bindle. She was a second team all-conference player for us last year. And senior Brianna Buss. She played catcher for us last year, but we're going to probably move her to center field because we graduated all 3 of our starters out there last year. And again, we feel like she can really solidify the outfield position for us.
Well, you did say that you still expect big things this year. You lose, 7 seniors, 5 of those are starters, 1 of them moves to Illinois. How do you replace some of those key pieces?
Very carefully, to be honest, Eric. But we have some really good freshmen coming in. We may be starting both a freshman pitcher and freshman catcher for a number of games this year. But again, when you can throw the ball 56, 57 miles an hour, and when you are a really good athlete like our catcher appears to be, Olivia Aber and Ellie Buza, they'll do a solid job for us.
Yeah, another thing, I know this is kind of just along with the same lines about the freshmen. When do you first notice these kids? I say kids, but they're getting to high school, young adults now. But when do you notice them first and say, oh man, it's gonna be fun to watch when they get up to the high school level?
We're pretty fortunate that we have a robust youth program, so we see them pretty early. My wife and I are out at the fields pretty much every night during the summer and at tournaments on weekends watching them. We feel fortunate that, again, we have a lot of kids playing softball in Middleton right now, and that there's some real talent there.
Yeah, great facilities over in Middleton as well. So yeah, you always see some of the best. And we got one more question. We got about 20 seconds here for you. But let's look at the Big 8 as a whole. You expect it to be loaded again this year?
Certainly will be. It'll be a little top heavy just like it has been. Sun Prairie's certainly the favorite. So Maddie Gardner just recently orally committed to University of Wisconsin. Katie Tews, their shortstop, was second in the Player of the Year balloting last year, but not far behind will be Verona and Janesville Craig, and we think we'll have something to say about the conference race when it's all said and done as well.
All right, so we like to hear, and man, always great to talk to you, Perry, and we will look forward to seeing you next time, and good luck.
Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it.
Brought to you by Conan Automotive, taking care of you by taking care of your family's car.